make another video explaining what's going on, but basically the 700 watt inverter was not enough, so I picked up this 2000 watt inverter. Sorry about the noise. But I picked up the 150 amp fuse and the 2000 watt inverter because something was killing my batteries and we think it might have been the inverter was bad. So, sorry. That was the inverter I was using. That was the one that was in this when I bought this thing. And it was working fine, but it was really draining the batteries. So hopefully this fixed the problem. And if you guys did see my earlier videos, I had rebuilt the battery box bottom. So now everything is plugged in. He's just finishing up. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so the first battery that I replaced, because the battery that was in there was no good. I don't know if you guys see that video or not, but when Frank and I were doing it, we had a problem when I was camped with Tina, and the battery was not holding a charge. So I ended up being able to return it even without a receipt from AutoZone. So they returned it, and that's when I got that one, and then it was working fine for a while, but like I said, the AC fridge draws so much power, it's ridiculous. So I ended up having to cave and getting this other battery, and then it was working good again for a while on the inverter that I showed you that was in there already, but then it just drained it when we went the other day to the Grand Canyon. So that's when I caved and ended up buying the 2000 watt inverter and the fuse. So hopefully this will solve my problem and I will have a working fridge and working batteries and nothing else will go wrong because I really can't afford it. So yeah, we'll see. I'll show you guys when we test it out. See you later. It's on. Everything is connected. Battery is secure. And I just turned on the fridge. Forgive the mess. We're getting ready to break camp. And as you can see, my fridge was down to like 70. But I hear it. It is running. I'm probably going to turn it up all the way for now. Or at least close to full. Freezer full of ice packs. We put everything that I couldn't have. Sorry, I'm shaking. Couldn't have in here that wouldn't keep in Mark's fridge for now. Hang on, I'll flip you around. Wash my hands and put in my contacts and break camp. And then I'll see you guys later.
So my first night.
Bigfoot.
We seen Bigfoot. I was showing her my headlamp and how bright it was when I put new batteries in. And when I looked over there, we saw two glowing eyes that were way too big to be human. And when I looked at it, it was tall too. And when I shone my light at it, it ducked behind trees. It ducked this way, and then I shone my light at it, and it ducked the other way. Okay, animals don't do that, okay? So, and then I walked over that way and I watched it back up. As it backed up, it was still facing us because I could still see the glowing of its eyes. That was Bigfoot.
I figured I'd give you a little update from when we did the solar before. Now, I've got a new camp here and it is amazing. Now, over there where you see shade, there's actually a lot of sun during the day. So yeah, so usually my panels are over there, but then on the other half of the day, I have to go over here. Well, the way that we hooked it up, what I showed you with the batteries, they're too far away and the back battery is not getting a charge. So we're going to go into town and get some more wires, and we're going to move the front battery in with the back battery and hook it all up together, and that'll give me more leeway for one, because this big panel, which is my main panel, which is going to the house battery, which stays totally charged, it's the new back battery that's not staying charged. So as you can see, I have to thread it through the window, and my charge controller is way over on the other side of this window. So the cables go from that through here, and then it doesn't leave me much to work with. So after we move everything to the back, we're going to move the charge controller and everything else to the back here, and that'll give me a lot more leeway with the panels. So I'm going to flip you around and show you what I got going on. Hold on. Since this stuff, we don't have the inverter on because this battery has been so low, so we're trying to get it totally charged. So I found an old charge controller that Nana gave me. I don't know if you all remember, she was camped with us at Craggy Wash. She said I could have it if I could fix it. I fixed it myself. So right now it's showing 12.5, 12.6. So it's charging at a very slow rate, but it's still better than it was when I checked it, which was at 11.5, which is very, very bad. And I already had this as a secondary to charge my backup chargers. So I borrowed 2 of my best friend's 25 watt panels. I'm trying to get out of the sun here. The sun's going down, sorry guys. But I borrowed 2 of hers to add to my 25 watt and my 7 watt. So there's 75, 82 watts right now going, just adding to the back battery. Now everything's all on one system, so the 245 watt panel back there is still charging, but the wire must not be big enough to get from the front battery to the back battery. And that panel is hooked up directly to the charge controller, directly to the front battery, which is why we're going to move everything. And that's what's going on with that. Alright, I will let you know what happens when we get the new wires and start putting it up. See you later. How you doing? Butterfly here. I'm going to get out of the sun. There we go. Alright, so when I was explaining this to the guy at the RV place, he looked at me like I had lobsters crawling out of my ears. He must have thought I was crazy trying to do this, but I'm going to show you what I got going on here. I have made... My bathroom in here is a wet bath, but I'm very claustrophobic and I can barely use the bathroom, let alone shower in there. So I created an idea to make an outdoor shower. So I have, and the pump that I bought for it is a double pump. I'll be using it for 2 purposes. 1, as a shower. 2, I will also be using it to transfer the water from my 7-gallon jugs, because they're too heavy and I can't lift them, to my RV when I want to stay somewhere longer without breaking camp. So I'm going to flip you around and show you what I got going on. Hang on. I bought this water relay pump. I think it was, it was Amazon. I forget how much I paid for it, but it was like 20 bucks around there. And basically this hooks up to your batteries, and I happen to have this battery, which isn't great, but I can use it just for these purposes. So I was going to take it back for the cord charge, but now I don't think I'm going to, because this will work great for shower and transferring water. So I've got that water container, and I've got my shower bag in this bucket back here. So basically I use a binder clip here to keep the hose in the water bag, and then when I'm not using it, I just plug the hole. Ooh. Okay, I'll have to close that after. I need 2 hands. But yeah, so this is the intake tube. It goes into the water pump, and then Mark and I traded hoses so that I have this one because it's super long, and we've already used it to transfer water to my RV. So this was the shower hose, and here's another way to save money. If I'm not going to use the shower hose in the shower, then why not use it outside, right? Why buy another shower hose? Why buy what you already have? And it's already got this great water saver button on it. So you push it in when you're not using the water. It holds the pump so you're not wasting water. So it's got this little piece on it. I had to buy this piece to hook up this hose. And then basically I just put that up, which is the other end to it. And you see I put a lot of silicone on it because I don't want to take any chances. When I drilled the holes, I put silicone in the holes. I drilled the screws halfway in and then put more silicone on it and then put silicone around it just to be on the safe side, just for a little extra protection. So basically, I'm going to let it dry for a day. I can do this really gently for now. But that goes on like this. So now I have an outdoor shower. And give me a second and I'll show you how it works. Hold on. I got the binder clip on, the hoses in the shower bag. Because, let's face it, these camp showers are great. They heat up great, but the freaking water pressure is not enough for a girl to get shampoo out of her hair. Or conditioner. Or anything for that matter. So, the binder clip I put through, let's see if we can see it here. I put it through the hole for the nozzle to keep that in place and to keep the hose from moving anywhere when the pump is on. And then basically, you just hook up the pump, and it does travel, so I have to figure out how to get it not to travel. But it does travel in here. Maybe I can put a washcloth or towel or something under it, but... So that's on. It's sucking water. It's going through there. And... voila! I have an outdoor shower. Check that out, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, I'm going to save my water. And then when I'm not using it, there we go. And then when I'm all done, I just disconnect. And basically it works the same way when I want to fill my water thing. I just put this intake hose into either the shower bag or that one. And then I take the other hose around the corner here and I fill up my water. Voila! Two purposes. I now have an outdoor shower. I'm so excited. I'm going to take it down for now because I want the silicone to dry first before I put too much pressure on it. I just wanted to show y'all how it's going to work. And then when I'm traveling, I just roll this up and I can put it in one of my compartments or store it anywhere pretty much. Even if it's a plastic bin, I can still store it. So, yeah. So... I'll give you a little look-see at camp before I turn you off. There's Mark. That's the lounge, which I have set up with solar lights all the way around. It looks really great at night. I'll include pictures, hammock. Yeah, and Terry's over there. It's just us for now. Some people went already south, and we're really liking the weather here. So we're not going to move just yet. So yeah, that is the skinny on what's been happening. Hope y'all enjoyed. And we'll see y'all next time. There's Terry. So yeah, Mark's cooking chicken. And there's my camp. See y'all later. This is another thing I did. There's a smoke alarm in my bed area in the bunk. I got a new carbon monoxide detector installed, battery operated, ready to go. And whoops. I'm not going to show you my house right now because it's trash because I've been doing all this stuff. But there's another smoke alarm. Now, the reason I had to replace these, hold on, I'll flip you around. To replace these is because the one I had was a combination smoke alarm and a CO2 detector, and it kept going off the CO2 detector went off the entire time I was driving. I'm sure I got dirt all over my face. I've been working all day in the dirt, moving solar panels, trying to get that other battery to charge. But yeah. So, and then I light an incense, and the incense would set the smoke alarm part off. So, I did away with that one. And that is why I got these new ones. So nobody can say I'm not safe, right? So I just wanted to show you that, and I'll talk to you later.